Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel, and if you're watching my video for the first time, my name still remains Erico City, right? So all I do here is I have a 5k growth funded trader account that I document every single trade I take right here on a weekly basis, right? And I also have a goal this 2026 to be funded with 200k in PROPFIRM capital. Now, this is the channel you want to be subscribed to, and do well to like this video, share this video to as much people as you can reach, so that they be part of a channel whereby all I share here is process based, opposed to showing results. Right now, we are going to dive straight to the chart. Let me show you guys all the trades I took this week. Though I am observing gold right now, and it seems like it just broke out of uh, the consolidation. If you trade gold, it's been moving sideways. It's been consolidating for majority of the week. So, but it just broke out now. If I do be taking any trade, I might be updating that later. But for now, I am recording this, and I just want to persuade you guys to, watch this video, like it, share it, and do well to subscribe. And also join my free Telegram channel where every trade I take, I post it right there, the before and after, trade updates and anything trading related. I post it right there. So like I said earlier, the link will be in the description box. Kindly click it and join. It's completely free. Now, with that being said, let's dive straight to the chart. Hi guys, so this was the trade I took on Monday right here. Now if you trade gold, we are forever bullish. So this was just a simple test break and retest, right? So you guys can see we created this high here, then it came back, it tested this zone for the second time, then we broke this high. Upon the retest and this bullish engulfing candlestick on the 15-minute time frame, I got my entry here, then I had to hold the trade to this place, which gave me somewhere around 250 pips. So this was my first trade of the week, and that was even on Monday, right? Now on Tuesday, this was what happened right here. I was still expecting a bullish move on Monday. So since price slightly took out this high, if you check here, you see price slightly took it out, then came all the way down to respect here. So since we are still bullish on gold, so I executed this trade right here. But what happened was my first entry was a very bad one, so I was stopped out right here. You guys can see the first position here. I got stopped out, then I waited for price to pull back down a bit then before executing again. So the moment I got another confirmation on the 5 minutes, this is currently the 15 minutes, so I entered the second time. But if you guys look here closely, let me even switch this to the 5 minute time frame. This is the 5 minute time frame. So like I said earlier, I got a confirmation on the 5 minutes, then price was just gradually pushing in my direction. But while I was while I was in the trade, I noticed that from 5 minutes time frame we were forming this high low higher high, then we had a change of structure right here. So price transitioned now into a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low. So the moment I executed from here and spotted this, I was like, okay, if we go past this high, I will stay and hold the trade to this very resistance here. But if it fails to go past this high, then start showing me reasons to continue downward, I will cut my loss short. But guess what, instead of cutting my loss short the moment I noticed that, I decided to set my bring this trade to break even, right? And obviously you guys can see that markets gradually came all the way down and stopped me out on break even. So I couldn't recover. Had it been I cut my loss short, I would have been able to recover this first attempt here that I said the entry was a very terrible one. Now this was the trade I took on Wednesday. This was the selling trade. So since I noticed that price, the buy was overdue, this was the divergence I spotted right here, and this was the last low that led to this high. We had a change of structure upon the pullback. That's this one here before this. Upon the pullback, and it gave me entry criteria on the 15 minutes time frame. So that was what gave me the validity to enter this trade, with the plans of holding it all the way down to this low. But you guys can see that price put me in profit for a couple of pips before it completely reversed and stopped me out. Yeah, but I was risking less here. I think I was risking $30, and that's pretty much how my trading week went. Now this is a very quick check. That's my dashboard right here. You guys can obviously see. So last week that I updated the video, I think I was sitting somewhere around 4,700 and something. But this week I managed to still close in, I think, over 0.5% profit. So you guys can clearly see now that we'll have less than 4% to come out of drawdown. And let me show you guys the calendar as well. Yeah, they said 23 trades in total. This is my P&L. Okay, my best day, that's the trade I caught on Monday. And my worst day, this is the worst I've ever lost on this account. Win rate 33. Not quite good, but as time goes on, I think it's going to improve. Now I don't know why this guy, they placed this thing on Sunday, but this was on a Monday. This was the profit I made right here. This was the profit I made on Monday. I don't know why it's on Sunday, but this was on Monday. Then this were the other trades, the one I took on Tuesday, and this was the one on Wednesday. So I think that would be it on that. Now if you have watched this far, I really want to say a special thank you to you guys. Now if you guys watch very closely while I was showing you guys the trades I took during the week, you will find out that I took 3 trades. My first trade was a winner, then the remaining 2 were losses. But I was able to pick out 2 things. I learned 2 things from this week's trade. Now the first one is risk management, proper risk management. Despite my first trade being a winner, I think 2% thereabout, I was still able to maintain the same amount of risk as I was going into the next trade, right? And that really played a huge role. Unfortunately, I lost the trade, but some way somehow I still managed to end the week profitable, right? Then the second thing here is I just recently set a rule in regards to trading against the trend, right? I can't be risking the same amount of money trading with the trend with trading against the trend. So this is one thing I said I was going to be doing. Remember, it is one thing to abide to the rules of the company that you're working for, and it is another thing to abide to the rule that is set for your own self. That is even the hardest, right? Now, but I was able to stick to that. Unfortunately, I lost the trade, but some way somehow I still came out on top. Now this is something that you guys can still apply in your own trading style. I believe it is going to be helpful to someone out there, someone on the other side of the screen watching me right now. Right now, with that being said, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also click the link in the description box to join my free Telegram channel.